What is an ecosystem? It's a biological community of interlacing organisms and their physical environment. It ranges from everything to small tardigrades to the largest trees. The water cycle and the amount of sunlight. Ecosystems are important to maintaining balance in nature. Let's look at a local example. If our watersheds are polluted, it can pollute the water, giving diseases to plants and animals alike, disrupting the ecosystem and causing damage for years. Fish in our local bays and marinas won't be able to breathe in the SF polluted water and won't be able to find food because their food can't survive in polluted waters. It would disrupt the ecosystem. But what happens when trash ends up in the ecosystem? Sea turtles can't tell a jellyfish apart from a plastic bag, worms can't eat plastic bottles, and the soil can become poisoned as a result of mishandled chemicals. Hi everyone, I'm here on Mount Wanda with Angel Sprague, and I'm gonna have her introduce herself, so go right ahead.
Hi, thank you for having me. My name is Angel Sprague, and I am the biological science technician at John Muir National Historic Site.
All right, Angel, so I've gone ahead and prepared some questions that I'd like to ask you, if that's okay?
Sure, absolutely.
Alrighty, so my first question is, what are the effects and consequences of waste and pollution in our ecosystems and the organisms within them?
So waste can be harmful in many ways. It can affect biologically, physically, chemically. Waste can get into any habitat you can essentially think of. I mean, besides maybe the Antarctic extreme kind of habitat, but it can get into our waterways, into our deserts, our forests. And what happens is waste degrades the quality and the integrity of the habitat, which in turn will reduce biodiversity.
Got it.
And that is very harmful and to the organisms and the habitats, because it's a full circle and everything gets affected by everything in ecology. So what I've actually personally seen, particular to waste, is that some animals will use waste or synthetic materials. I've seen it where birds use synthetic materials to build their nests, which is really sad to see. And I've seen it in shelters, different dens and burrows, and it can leak into our waterways, and aquatic wildlife can potentially mistake waste as a food source. And not only that, but they can get tangled up in it, and and they won't be able to survive or get out. And it's really sad in that way. So it has that kind of direct impact on their habitats and on their food source. And it's not even just the physical, like the big pieces of trash that you see. It's microfibers and microplastics.
Yep.
So trash can be seen on pretty much any scale that you can think of. So, I mean, microplastics can leak into the oceans, and aquatic wildlife, fish, will consume them or breathe them in. And then that will completely take over their digestive systems, and they won't be able to function anymore. So, I mean, you can see microplastics and micro beads in some body washes, and if you're doing your laundry, the microfibers will release from the static of the spin cycle. I mean, it's pretty much in anything that you can think of, it's pretty detrimental. So, big part of our lives. So, as I previously mentioned, some of the most common litter and trash that I see just while at my job or even just hiking recreationally are these single-use plastics and these snack bags. As you can see here, this plastic water bottle and this Clouds snack unicorn gummies, I think. These are our most common, and if I understand the use of and the convenience of grabbing a plastic water bottle if you just have a pack at home or something, but if you do need to use them, you can get money back, and for that metal piece right there. But what we can promote and hopefully use in our families is
Go for it.
is our reusable water bottles instead of these. And insulated is kind of nice, because if you're on a hike and it's hot, you can, keep it filled with ice and it'll last you all day.
While true, some of us didn't make this mess, that doesn't mean we don't sit back and not do anything. We're all a part of this ecosystem. Let's do our part to keep it clean so animals, plant, and ourselves don't have to live in a damaged ecosystem.